Hi, this is Mrs. Young, and today we're going to be talking about our online databases. There are a lot of different things that you can do with databases, and the reason that we use them versus Googling everything is that they're considered scholarly. So if you are just looking for general information on a topic, I Google all the time. You Google all the time. That's not a problem. But if you're looking for research for information that is used for a school assignment, you really need to use the online databases that the library has available for you. These are actually things that cannot be used or cannot be searched through by using Google because you have to pay for them. And so it's information that's great, it's easy, it's specifically designed for high school students to use. And my favorite is that they do citations and things like that for you, so that makes it really nice and easy. Let me show you how to access these. We're going to go to the Avon Community School Corporation page, just avon-schools.org, and we're going to pull down the menu and go to the high school page. Once we're at the high school page, we'll go to click on Media Center, and then we'll click here for the Avon Library website. Once we're at the website, you can see that there are a few different things that you can do. You can search the catalog for ebooks and things in research through here, or you can go scroll down to your content area. We're going to click on English today. And you can see our different online databases. Again, these are all things that are not accessible through Google, but things that you can get to just using our library website. If you are at school, you will not need to have a username and password, but if you're at home or if you're on a personally owned laptop, I'll show you how to access that username and password for this. A good general database is the Student Resources in Context. It's kind of the one, if it's a general topic and I'm not really sure where to go, that's the one I use. Obviously, if you know specifically, we have science databases and we have history databases, but just for something general, we're going to go ahead and click on the Student Resources in Context. And then our search bar is at the top, so we're going to type in here, we're going to type in the tropics. And we'll do a search. And then let me explain to you how this is set up. There will be a reference section. That's kind of like an encyclopedia kind of thing, your Wikipedia type of stuff, where just good general background information. So I'm going to click on this first one here that says tropics, and it'll say right off the top, the tropics is the region on Earth surrounding the equator between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn. And it will give some additional information. Here are the things that I really like about the articles. If I scroll all the way down to the bottom, here's my citation done completely for me. Copy it, paste it into my Word document, I'm all set and ready to go. If I scroll up to the top, oh, by the way, on citation tools on the right-hand side, also there is MLA. If you're in a class that requires APA, you can use that as well, but we are using MLA 8 right now, so make sure that that's what you're using. I'm going to close that. You can email the article to yourself. You can download it. You can save it to a Google Drive if you have one automatically, or the OneDrive, HTML or PDF as well. You can translate it into a different language if you need to. You can highlight it and put notes on it. The other thing that you can also do is you can have it read to you. So if you click on this listen, it will go through it and it will read everything to you in this article. So those are some features that quite frankly, I mean, Google doesn't have any of those features that we just talked about, so that makes it really nice to use. There's also a table of contents. There might be some related subjects on the side that would be helpful to you, and that just makes it really nice and easy. I'm going to click on back, and I do want to let you know this number next to this where it says 40. If I click on where it says reference, there are actually 40 different articles on topics of the tropics. And then we can continue that there are biographies, there are images, there are primary sources, creative works, plot summaries, there are audio. These are usually National Public Radio. There are interviews with scientists and people like that that would be helpful to you. There will be some videos. There are newspaper articles, magazine articles, academic journals, essays. You can see there's like loads of stuff in here. So let's say your teacher requires you to have 5 sources that you're going to use. Of those 5 sources, each one of those is a separate and complete source. So all you have to do is go to this one spot and everything's here. As long as it's on your topic, it's going to be good to use. Sometimes when you Google things, you might come up, especially something opinionated. Let's say it's a more controversial topic. You're going to find people's opinions on there, and these will be unbiased. They've been checked by academics to make sure that they're good for you to use, and these are all going to be great for school. So let me show you just a couple of the other databases that we have available to you. All of these student resources in context, opposing viewpoints in context, biography in context, they're pretty self-explanatory. They're all made by the same company. I'm going to go to this opposing viewpoints in context. They're made by the same company. They're set up the same way. We can do searches on those. This one's going to be for more controversial issues. So it's going to give you two sides to a topic. So let's say I'm going to click on this one that says compensation for college athletes. It'll give you some background information at the top here, and you can click on view more for that. And then it's going to give you some viewpoints. This is people feel one way about the topic or the other way about the topic. There are usually statistics included. And then again, your magazine articles, newspaper articles, and videos and websites and all those things that we talked about before. Every single one of these does the same thing. If I click on an article, you'll be able to listen to it. You'll have your citation tools. You'll be able to download it, do your highlights and notes. They're all set up the exact same way. So that makes it very nice to be able to do. Notice also you can sign in with Google or Microsoft. So that's another option for you as well, since it will automatically put things into your drives. The one that is a little bit different is this Gale Virtual Reference Library. And these are actually ebooks that have been purchased. But again, you can just do a general search. I'm going to do the tropics, and it will come up with all the different ebooks where there are information on that topic. So if I click on this first one, again, you're going to have a listen, you're going to have your citation tools, your highlights and notes. It's all set up the same way for this one as well. One that has controversial issues is the SIRS. This is by a different company. So it does have these pro-con leading issues. It's like that opposing viewpoints. And you can put in a topic and search, or you can also do this view all issues on the right side of the screen, and it will have a big long list of topics. Let's wait till this pulls up. With the topics, it will have some essential questions that you might want to ask yourself. Questions are important to research. That's why we research, because we're answering questions. And so we have to formulate a question to determine what it is that we want to answer. And then, so here are questions. So maybe you're talking about this particular topic. You'd click on that, and it would give you articles, additional questions, some research guides that are really important, and articles that support each side of a topic. Now, these are things that are general topics, databases that are specific to English and that might be helpful. But if I go back and let's say I'm researching something, the tropics could be also science related, right? So there is a science and context research database. Again, set up similarly to what we've already looked at, but it will have some slightly different information with more of a scientific focus. And so there will be again, set up the same way, but just a slightly different focus than what we looked at before. You might notice that we also have social studies. So there are social studies topics and additional social studies databases for you to look at. So I hope that helps you with your research. Again, we're looking for scholarly information. You can see by just typing in one word how easy it was for me to find just a ton of information. I do want to show you though, if you are at home or on a personally owned laptop, what you will need to do, I'll go back into this English one. Right here at the bottom it says if you access a database from home, click here. And you're going to sign in with your school username and password like you would to sign into a computer when you're at school. And it will pop up and it will give you all the different databases with all the usernames and passwords. So there's the opposing viewpoints in context and the student resources in context. They're all right there. So I hope that helps you with your research and finding information. Have a wonderful day.